Hello everybody. Today we're going to make this fun little shaker drink card, and you will find the design in the Silhouette Design Store. But I had so much fun making it, designing it, and I thought how fun this would be just to give out, to your friends this, during the summer, during the hot months or whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys have fun making it too. And hopefully we won't lose any little parts here. You will see that I have, these are little ice cubes and I cut them out obviously with the acetate, and we're gonna make this in layers. But I gave you a little preview in one of my shorts, you will see, where I asked you guys what you thought I was making. So now you get to make it with me, and you can buy the design and make it yourself. So get my glue started here. So this little thin line is going to make our little lemon, and put it right around the edge. And I use the Silhouette Cameo 5 to cut all my designs out with. I love it, and it's so handy if you have the ES mat too. It's so handy to cut paper with, because the cleanup is super easy and just makes it so slick. And you can find, I will have a link in there, you can save us some money by using my link, which is Toni, all caps TONI. When you purchase anything from the Silhouette store, so Silhouette America or Silhouette Design Store. So hopefully you guys will have fun and get a bunch of designs and your supplies, and just craft along with me, or craft along with your friends or your family or by yourself. And I just use like scrapbook paper. I've collected a bunch over the years, but then also sometimes I'll get them various places, just either either on Amazon, or that cute little lemon, or on 12 by 12 scrapbooking. Or you can get on like Walmart. There's a lot of variety. Or you might just have a big old stash that you want to use too. So usually around like 65-pound paper, I found just works really good. So you just layer. I put the little back because it makes it a little more stable. You could just throw the little raspberries in and put the little stem, but I like the little back on it too. Get pieces of glue on my fingers. But there you go. And the last little raspberry. I mean, who doesn't want raspberry lemonade with ice to cool off in the summer? Gets plenty warm where I'm at. Let's twist it around the right way. And then I have these tiny little stems right there. Put the little piece of glue. I have a little sticky paper thing, but that's sometimes just easy, that it will just stick to my finger. And they're small enough that you can put the little dab like that and then stick it on. And I don't know, for some reason this part did cut off, but it'll still be the backing part. I don't know why I did that. Probably had, because I cut things on scrap paper. So I probably got too close to the edge, which it's okay because it was the back. See if I can not get glue everywhere. I think I've glued it to my finger. There we go. Okay, our little lemons and raspberries are done. And now this part, the fastest, the easiest way to do it, because you have your base here, is glue the base on. And the base kind of keeps, because your straw and everything, you don't want to, like in the lemon, they come over the cup. So you don't really want to have them like not be more stable. So line up all those. This is the best way I found to do it. So line it up on the base, and then you want to glue the straw down. And line it up on the straw part, because you want it to be squared, and then line it down there. So that's in the back. Because it is clear, you want to have, you know, be able to see the straw behind. Now we're gonna lay the bigger pieces, obviously, of the berries would kind of go down to the bottom, right? And then because the ice will intermingle, but I kind of want it to show, so I'm laying them kind of around and throughout. And I cut the little notch out of there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Little tiny notch. But I just thought, how fun would that be? Okay, now this piece, we go and we line the edge, because we're going to put this to the acetate. So we line the edge with the glue. And I'm using the Bearly Arts glue. Now, find it easier. Lay that down and then line it up on top of it. And lay it down. And then you can see. And yes, I got a smudge of glue there. I'm adding more smudges of glue. Use my fingernail there, or you could use a little scraper. I think if you get some glue outside on the things, you can use a little bit of rubbing alcohol to kind of clean, because sometimes it spills over. Well now, so this little part, so I cut my little lemon slice just down the center kind of there. So because we're gonna go half and half, and I'm gonna glue the first part, first half down, line that up right there, and you will see as I knock off pieces, you will see that it's halfway done, right? Let's get those back on there. Okay, then I'm gonna use the little foam backing tape. And I stick it around. And this Bearly Arts glue really glues down well. Okay, then you bend slightly, you twist it around. Like that. Get you a little bit there. Another strip. Stuff's so handy, and I got it from scrapbook.com, so but you can use, lots of times, depending on what I'm doing, I will even use like the other, like the squares, or you can use like the 3M, whatever foam tape you want, and you can just cut it to the size you need. I found that super handy. So make do with what you have. You don't always have to go and buy stuff. I have a lot of scrapbook supplies over the years, and just make do with what you have. Don't, just be creative. Okay, so pull those off. get the glue, everything stuck to my fingers. Some people actually, when they do the shadow, the shakers, they will put a little bit of glue on the back of the foam right here. But, you know, just to make sure they can still kind of move it around. But not gonna do that this time. We're gonna line this up under here because, and you kind of keep it suspended a little bit, line it up the bottom, and then up the sides. And you can kind of still move it a little there. And then that cute little, the shaker parts move around like in your drink. They really do move around. Sometimes when you get two pieces all right next to each other. There you go, see? Now I'm going to glue back the other side of my lemon down so that it adheres well, so that it's not gonna come off. Okay, now in the design, you have the other part, the card part, you know, that you can cut out, or you can use a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and cut it in half so it's, you know, 5.5 inches tall by 8.5. And then I just line the corners up and crease it down. And there's your card. So we're gonna line this up and put it on there. And yes, you can line it up a little better than I did on there, but it's okay. And you can cut these out with whatever fun colors you want. I just thought it was kind of like a, almost like a pink lemonade color here. Kind of try to center it. Lay it down. Fun lemonade. And it would be a fun card just to give to whoever, like, you know, a friend is having a hard day, or a friend just is celebrating something. Be a fun little birthday card. It would be whatever you want. And you can, when you cut this out, save those little tiny pieces that come through here. And you could even cut it in 2 different colors and say you did a black and the red, and then you could lay each letter down and kind of fill it in that way, if that makes sense. Maybe I'll have to try another one and do a little short or something, but line those up like that. And because I didn't save the little pieces, I just figured I found a marker that matches close, and then you just fill in that, or you don't have to fill in and you can just have it kind of cut out. So you do you, whatever works. But I figured that color matched good, and that was like a big marker. So this, I want to have it go across like that, so I'm going to line it and do 2 strips on the sides, because I want it to still pop up and not be right stuck to the little cute little drink. Line that baby up. Pull those stickies off. Okay, and then center it across there along the sides. Hopefully that's centered. And there you go. There's your card. Isn't that so cute? So don't forget to check out more of my videos and subscribe, and that way you don't miss all the new things that I come out with. And follow along at Tony Emily, TonyEmily.com. Just search it up. Thanks for crafting with me.